is just like what I was saying. You're going to have people who are criminals, basically, who are on YouTube. And part of what I hope to achieve with this video is to appeal to my mature viewers, the mature content creators. I want you guys to, you need to, we need, these young people need you to talk to them, to talk some sense into them, to get through to them. You know, I'm hoping that at least maybe one young person somehow is impacted by what I'm talking about. Because it does seem like our society is becoming so, like, I don't know what it is, like fame focused, money focused, that we forget to be decent human beings. You know, you still have to like get in there and help out. And I think that's one of the things I'm seeing, like with the whole James Charles situation. But the first thing I want to say that I feel like is really important, and I want adults to be watching this, is that if you have kids and they're on YouTube and they follow James Charles, you need to become more responsible about what they see. It's important to monitor. It's important also to educate, because to always check in, because there are some creeps out there. And a lot of people are upset that, oh, you know, James Charles, he's just a kid. You know, he shouldn't be, you know, a 37-year-old woman shouldn't be going after a young person. What are you talking about? That's what parents do with their kids. Are you going to say the same thing for a kid? Oh, don't be hard on them. You know, you're a parent and you're 40 years old and, you know, they're 18 years old. So you're too old to talk to them? What kind of crap is that? She was a mentor of his and she had every right to call him out. She tried to talk to him privately and it didn't work. Okay, anyway, so because his parents weren't there, and because he's someone who loves the public eye, the best way to help get his attention is to be in the public eye, is to expose it to the public. I think she tried every other way, and this is a public brand. And now that we're finding out more, really, practically, I mean, these are criminal allegations that we're looking at. Well, you know, he's 19. Well, guess what? What if we, and this is like a very strong example, okay, I'm not saying that this is what James Charles is, but what if we could have intervened when Ted Bundy was 18 or 19 years old, when he was still torturing animals? I mean, has anybody thought about that? Like, this is actually, he doesn't realize this, but this is a gift to him. This is a gift for him it's a wake-up call for him to realize, okay, I have to have some responsibility with my fame. I need to grow. I need to like work on myself, because the truth is he could be the next Austin Jones. If you've read, I've read it all. I've watched it all. I've read it all, watched the videos, saw everything. And this kid, James Charles, he might be in some very serious trouble. He has attempted to groom, to coerce, and and with the whole Gabriel Zamora, like, Gabriel, you're like what, 22? You don't know what you're talking about, okay? You need an older person to kind of read you the riot act. Nobody has a problem. It's fine if that kid wanted to slide into his DMs, which he didn't really want to do, but his sister kind of, you know, he's famous, whatever. So he deserves to get that kind of treatment. So, and when he did tell him, even if they were messing around, I guess the new thing is cuddling. The guy did tell him, look, you know, I'm not gay. And then that's the problem that we all have, is how James was trying to manipulate him in a way, because he had money, because he had power, and, you know, using all these things to try to get this kid to do something that he was not comfortable with. That's called coercing. That's called coercion, and it's illegal to do that. I saw him also, we've seen the issue with him with underage guys, underage boys, 14 years old. There's a girl, 14 years old. You know, James needs to wash out because apparently, from what I understand, and they may have been taken down, but I saw them. One of the people said, "You need to submit this to the FBI," and she said, "I did already." This is Austin Jones in the making. I'm not. I mean, this is serious. This isn't just like, oh, we're just trying to experiment, find out if he's bi-curious and blah blah blah. No, this is someone who is trying to groom, who is using their power, who is trying to coerce people, and thank God we are finally intervening on a public level to make sure that he doesn't end up becoming a danger to society like what Jeffree Star was saying. Jeffree Star is very problematic, but you guys have to realize you have to have a sense of critical thinking. Think, just because someone is, just because he's done all these things, he's not wrong. He's not wrong that James Charles is a danger to society, at least appreciate that. Yeah, maybe he's a hypocrite, but still, what he had to say, and most of it really wasn't from him. It was Nate. Nate was the one, and a lot of us know, like, Nate, he just seems like the nicest guy, right? Like, he would, I mean, if he said that he did not want him coming over, something went down. Something really serious went down. I don't know if it was maybe with his brother. I don't know. But all I do know is that so I just hope that this is something that oh, that's so pretty. This is the Halo highlighter, the AOA, also by Shop Masse. This is in color Amore. So part of what I'm trying to do is knock some sense into some of you young people. I'm 51. I know I look good. But I also am wanting this to be a call to action from the adults. We need some adults coming in here to bring some kind of, just some kind of, I don't know what the word is, but just sense of decorum or something. Where are you guys? Like, I haven't seen the adults. I haven't seen any adults say anything, weigh anything. Where are the videos? We need those videos. I have a lot of mature women on my channel. I want to challenge you guys to make a video about this. If you don't know about this, I hope you do the research and you do it and you find out what's going on, because, those of us who are older, we have a lot of value. We have a lot of wisdom. We've seen things. We know things that a lot of young people don't have. And so this is your time to really shine. Parents of, these, for the parents who have kids who love James Charles, this is a time for you guys to have some really good talks with them. And unfortunately, this is the thing that's frustrating about social media, is that they're exposed to things that are way above their pay grade. Like, no parent should have to talk about how on Christmas, James Charles was saying how for Christmas he wants to, do some sex act, and how they have to explain how he is trying to, talk to guys that are bi-curious. A 10-year-old does not need to be talking about stuff like that, or at least done in a way that's educational, not in a way that's like exploitive or it's like it's a funny thing. It's not funny. I mean, seriously, this guy, Austin Jones, he got in trouble for pictures. He never touched them. These are pictures. And he started the same way James did. Hey, send me. Oh, and then, of course, the whole catfishing with the football team. He could be in serious trouble for that. The kid that he sexually assaulted in the high school, that's criminal. That's like, he could go to jail for that. That's serious. Austin Jones didn't have any contact, and he went to jail. He went to prison for 10 years. James Charles has had contact with people, with kids under underage. YouTube is one thing, and we're all talking about how funny it is, but this is serious. This is like criminal stuff that needs to be really addressed, and that's why we need some adults to come in, to weigh in, to talk about what's been going on. Nobody needs to be like, I don't understand BuzzFeed. Who are these people that are defending James over Tati? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? He had 16 million subscribers. He's 19 years old. He's all on tour, singing terribly, apparently. He needed a spanking, okay? And I know a lot of people don't believe in spanking. I'm just saying he needed to be disciplined. Young people need that. They need structure. And apparently his parents have been out to lunch on this, and apparently the mother may not be a very good influence on him, and the dad probably needs to step in. Taking it more seriously, and that people need to stop coming for Tati. She's I think, to me, this was an act of love. This was not an act of revenge. This was not about trying to sell more vitamins. This was an act of love, and she was right to do that. And I think, like I said, even though I don't agree with everything she does, I don't like some of the ways that she's handled things, I do completely support her in that. I think she's absolutely right. And sometimes that's what you have to do. If you really want to save someone's life, sometimes you have to do these things. It's not fun. She still hasn't made a video. This girl, she's always about, making videos and stuff like that. So for her to not make a video speaks volumes. Okay? All right. I want the adults to come in. You guys need to come in. You might think, oh, I have to. No, you have years of experience. You have been there, done that. These young people haven't. And they're probably going to make you feel like you don't matter, but you do. Your life experiences matter. You're very valuable. So I just hope that you will take the time to make some videos, or, I don't know, however way you want to do it. But don't let this opportunity go, because I think it's a very important topic. Unfortunately, something we have to deal with. I can't imagine talking so openly about sex with my parents. Lord, I mean, not to say that my mom was very open about sex and everything. I'm not saying that. I mean the absolute, like, just being so, like, graphic about it. Oh my gosh, no way. That would be so embarrassing. And then to have she had her childhood friends there, and you're going to embarrass her that way? And it was like you didn't even care, did you? Not that you were, you were a celebrity, but it wasn't even about that. It was like you just didn't care. You're like, oh, I'm just going to do whatever I want. It doesn't matter what the occasion is. It doesn't matter that you have all of your childhood friends there for a birthday party and all this, because you've got to get your, you've got to meet your needs. So immature, so ridiculous. Give me a break.